Nathalia. Tudo bem? Nathalia Arcuri is still my muse. She is an amazing financial educator. She goes the extra mile. She asked, what would you do if you could go back in time? We all know this rehearsal very well, and I plan to continue to educate you on this very topic. In Nathalia's most recent case, she was referring to Bitcoin. She thought Bitcoin was a joke. Riley of France remained scared for this very reason of not being able to predict the future. Riley of Morocco recently experienced the other side of this story. Financial education can and should be taught in school from first grade all the way through 12th grade in a similar manner around the world. Yes, this very topic would be taught in school. Diversification, said Nathalia. Wow. I'm not going to get into diversification today. I want to highlight the past, present, and future. Because it is easy to get caught up into the latest or hottest trend. However, I would be remiss if I would not give you a glimpse into diversification. Financial education is still multiple choice. Is diversification a concept in investing of spreading investments across multiple assets to minimize risk and increase returns? Or is diversification a risk management strategy for creating a mix of various investments within a portfolio? The two appear similar, don't they? The problem, who's this for? Peter Lynch and Warren Buffett are two of the most famous investors to walk the planet. Would you like to hear another similarity between the two? Peter Lynch coined the term diversification.
Diversification is a big mistake. I call it diversification.
Diversification. Warren Buffett stated,
we think diversification is, as practiced generally, makes very little sense for anyone that knows what they're doing. Diversification is a protection against ignorance.
now you should know why this is for another video. Was Nathalia correct in her thoughts years ago regarding Bitcoin? Is she correct in promoting diversification? The answer to both of these questions applies to you, to the Rileys in my story, and yes, to me. How would I advise Riley of France or you, who will receive money in a few months? Is there a difference between advising and teaching? In other words, how do we teach financial education? These questions are as essential to me as they should be to you. You should definitely take an interest in writing, whether you are school age or not. Writing is active, a little bit more than just thinking or imagining. This one video made me question if financial education could be taught in schools regardless of one's background. This one video can be used in at least 3 different categories of investing, which is a small part of financial education and literacy. As asked earlier, how would I advise Riley of France? This seems to put a focus on her, not you. The only real difference between Riley of Morocco and Riley of France is age. This brings me to the question of advising or teaching, which brought me back to what is the goal? Your goal, like Riley of Morocco, is financial independence. Riley of France considers herself financially secure. This is not a difference, but a similarity. What is similar is achieving financial independence is either luck and or financial literacy. Knowing all of this, we can revisit what is the goal. My goal is to get financial education to be taught in school from 1st through 12th grade as a daily course. In all honesty, this goal made this video difficult to create because how do I help Riley of France? How do I help you? Your goal is not the same as mine. Well, not directly, but it is similar. I need to remember small steps, to not focus on the main goal, but the small goals that lead to the ultimate goal. For financial education teaches critical thinking. Critical thinking will open up more doors than speaking multiple languages. Put another way, I answered the why question and need to focus on the how. The difference between advising and teaching is advising is unique to you, the individual, while teaching is global. I advised Riley of France to read articles that I sent her, which is what I did for Riley of Morocco. Doing this for you will not work because of the lack of further discussions.
Why do you need to invest your bonus and become financially literate? You are already financially secure.
I'm financially secure, but not financially set.
What's the difference?
My dear Clemence, I want to see you as often as possible when you move away. I'm financially secure, but currently not able to travel freely to see you after I retire. Therefore, I need to change my ways to make my money work for me. By investing my bonus, it will theoretically grow for me while I sleep.
Theoretically?
Yes, theoretically. Louis and I know the money can grow. Unfortunately, I do not know how to accomplish this, and I'm afraid of losing my money. He sent me some articles to read, and I have to read them multiple times to understand them, and even then, I have doubts. Think about it. Diversification, ignorance. If the greatest investors of all time use these words, I want to be prepared. Did you know Peter Lynch and Warren Buffett made investing mistakes? If they made mistakes, then you know Louis made errors, which is why I'm afraid. Louis told me he lost $10,000 in a stock. By lose, It means it went to zero with no hope of recovering.
So how do I teach Riley, Clemence, Sarah, Tracy, and you about investing, which is only one part of financial education? You have different ages and different levels in your journey to retirement. Yes, retirement. I would like to say financial independence, but all I know is retirement is inevitable, regardless of your financial state. Diversification is the answer. Riley of Morocco can only invest $1,500 per year in companies of the stock market outside of Morocco. Imagine investing $1,500 in Apple and having to wait a year before either buying another stock or adding more to Apple. This is where income doesn't matter. This is where a strategy is necessary. Diversification, stocks, mutual funds, etc. This is similar to many people around the world. This means Riley receives her bonus of $1,000 or $10,000 that she can diversify. Is saving investing? Most people say no. If saving is not investing, then what is investing? Let me use simple words or language and rephrase the question. If you put your money in a bank, CD, certificate of deposit, or high interest yield accounts and earn, say, 5%, is this investing? Yes, most definitely. This table shows funds is an enormous amount of money lost in the 5% account compared to the 7 or 8% balanced fund. Looking at the table, and with hindsight, you may think you know the answer. If only it were that simple.